Bismillah. This is Muhammad Nasruddin, and today's session is about proving that there is no face covering for women in Islam. And I will be referring to what was said on that issue by Imam Muhammad Abdu, the pioneering Islamic intellectual in Egypt and the Arab world in the 19th century, and the Mufti of Egypt, that is the highest religious ranking, issuing verdicts and edicts during the year 1899 until the year 1905. Imam Muhammad Abdu states that there is no text in Quran or Sunnah that mentions face cover for women as the so-called veil or niqab, thus making it an Islamic duty to explain the Islamic judgment about it and the need to change it. The women veil is not at all related to Islam. Historically, and before Islam, some women in the Arab Peninsula used to cover their faces, and some other women used to wear much revealing clothes to the extent of leaving the upper part of their chests, which is the bosoms, this is the upper half of the chest, leaving it uncovered, revealed. So, let us see how Quran addresses the issue of moral and dress decency. The Quran verse addressing the moral decency and women dress, this is in Surah 24, verse 31. It states, قُلْ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ يَغُضُّوا مِنْ أَبْصَارِهِمْ وَيَحْفَظُوا فُرُوجَهُمْ ذَلِكَ أَزْكَى لَهُمْ إِنَّ اللَّهَ خَبِيرٌ بِمَا يَصْنَعُونَ وَقُلْ لِلْمُؤْمِنَاتِ يَغْضُضْنَ مِنْ أَبْصَارِهِنَّ وَيَحْفَظْنَ فُرُوجَهِنَّ وَلَا يُبْدِينَ زِينَتَهُنَّ إِلَّا مَا ظَهَرَ مِنْهَا وَلْيَضْرِبْنَ بِخُمُرِهِنَّ عَلَى جُيُوبِهِنَّ. The translation is, tell the believing men to reduce some of their vision, that is, to reduce their gaze, and guard their genetical parts. That is purer for them. Indeed, Allah is acquainted with what they do. And tell the believing women to reduce some of their vision, that is, to reduce their gaze, and guard their genetical parts, and to display of their adornment only that which is apparent, and to draw their cover over their chests' bosoms. So let's go to the analysis of the verse. In this verse, Quran first instructs both believing men and women not to stare and gaze at other people's attractions, and to maintain their sexual relations to their sexual legal partners only. Then, Quran specifies that women dress need to cover their chest bosoms. This is the upper half, this is the chest bosom. Note that Quran did not mention any face covering. And if Allah wanted women to cover their faces, then Allah would have clearly mentioned it. The verse also asks believing women to display of their adornment only that which is apparent. And the word adornment, or zina in Arabic and Quran, means the extraordinary or excessively beautiful attractions and decorations. And accordingly, the criteria for the believing women dress is to be moderate, non-alluring, non-flashing, non-extraordinary. It is also a fact that Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam has ordered women going to pilgrimage, Umrah or Hajj in Mecca to reveal and not cover their face or hands. Women going to pilgrimage, Umrah, Hajj or Hajj in Mecca to reveal and not cover their face or hands as instructed by Prophet Muhammad. Of course, the Prophet would have never asked women to perform an illegal or an obscene act, especially in the most holy place, which is in Mecca, or in any other place. And until date, women are not allowed to cover their faces and hands in Saudi Arabia during pilgrimage, Hajj, in the Haram. So, if the most strict clerics admit that women are not allowed to cover their faces while in Hajj, when they are in the highest spiritual obedience and discipline, in the highest spiritual obedience and discipline status, and in the most holy place on earth, then it goes without saying that face covering does not conform to Islam. Also, Prophet has ordered men seeking marriage to see and have a good look at the face of his would-be fiancé before engagement or marriage. Imam Muhammad Abdu also says, when God created the land, He did not make an exclusive part for men and another part for women, but He made it mixed to them. And there should be no block or separation between men and women in life aspects of work or trade. But decent manners need to be regarded. Then regarding what is being quoted, that the face causes fascination, then Imam Muhammad Abdu tells those who say that the face causes fascination, that this so-called fascination is only in the minds of sick-minded men. And whoever man who fears being fascinated, then he is to reduce his vision and not gaze or stare at women as instructed by Quran, which clearly state that both men and women should reduce their vision. Imam Muhammad Abdu continues to say, how can a woman work or testify in court or buy or sell her property or takes care of her trade or even marries or divorces without her identity being revealed and checked? Also, the complete veil can tempt and encourage a woman to do sins and make illegal affairs because she is covered, and her husband or parents or friends cannot recognize her if she is in the company of some other man. Also, the face cover facilitates crimes, since criminals can totally hide under women's veils to commit their crimes of theft or murder or any law violation, with a very good chance, to get away with it, because no witness can identify their identity, and all of this is hazardous to the society. The face covering is not in Islam, and not in the interest or benefit to the society. Moreover, and because of mentioned social hazards and risks associated with face covering, then this practice is considered contradictory to Islamic principle and logic of bringing benefit to the society and averting hazards and risks. And this face covering practice should be discouraged and eliminated from the society. At the end of my session, let me recap what has been said. There is no text in Quran or Sunnah that mandates women to cover their face. On the contrary, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ has ordered women going to pilgrimage, Hajj in Makkah, to reveal and not cover their face or hands. Quran calls upon both believing men and women to be decent, polite, and moderate in their behavior and outlook. Imam Muhammad Abdu, the pioneering Islamic intellectual and Mufti, stated that women's face covering is contrary to Islamic sharia due to social hazards and risks associated with it, and that this habit of women's face covering should be dropped and eliminated. At the end of my session, I thank you for your good listening. And I greet you as in Islam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This was Muhammad Nasruddin.